Diane in Denmark here, rah, rah, rah. Good morning. It is time to rise and shine if you're sitting there in bed, scrolling through your phone. Many of us around the globe are in lockdown and in different stages of lockdown at the moment. And if you're not in lockdown yet, you probably will be soon. Anyway, we're just carrying on with, putting one foot in front of the other, just making a wee bit of progress every day, not getting too much into the doom and gloom, but just trying to keep ourselves going. And I'm making these kind of daily check-in videos with you, also telling you what we are up to, and we're also doing our 40-day declutter challenge. So we're still going strong with that. And if you've got extra time at home at the moment, this is maybe the time to finally join in with us. Anyway, I'll just give you a quick run through of our morning routine. And remember, don't worry too much about the timing of this if you're on lockdown. The main thing is that you have your list and get it checked off. And if you need help making a control journal, knowing what to put on your list, what not to put on your list, and things to do with timings, it's all in my Flylady refresher course, and also in that thing that we did, what was it called, the 7-day routine challenge. It's all in the same playlist. It's up there. And remember, when I go like that, that means, press the screen and the information will pop up. And the other thing I just want to say, because I had a comment the other day, somebody was asking if I would be making any of these kind of speedy cleaning videos. And I said, you know me, it's my principle, I don't make the speedy cleaning videos. I want you to work along with me when you see the cleaning videos, like the one yesterday, when we were in here doing a bit of cleaning in the bedroom. But because I want you to see the power of just focusing on an area or something for a short amount of time. But if you want to speed me up, or if you want to slow me down, because I know many of you who are not English speakers, you find it difficult to follow along with me. If you press on the screen, like anywhere on the screen, that there'll be a little cogwheel that says settings, actually on the YouTube screen. And it's also there you can turn up the sound, because sometimes the YouTube sound defaults to kind of halfway. Anyway, if you go into the settings, you see the wee cogwheel, it'll say playback speed, and there you can speed me up. I always watch videos in double speed, or you can slow me right down. So I hope everybody's happy with that, and let's get on, and I'll tell you what morning routine. And it's plan and play day today in Flylady land, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, let me see. I got out of bed, always open the windows when I'm doing my morning routine. Went downstairs and grabbed my coffee. Coffee was already set up. I had my shower and I did swish and swipe in the bathroom, just wiping everything down. And then I got my clothes on, dressed to shoes, jewellery, a wee bit of makeup. And then I'm feeling powerful and ready to go. And then I had my breakfast. My load of laundry, that is on, and I'll reboot and hang it up. I'm going to be hanging it up inside today because it's really too cold out. I won't be able to get it dried outside. Dishwasher will be run at lunchtime. I know what's for dinner. We're having spag bog, spaghetti bolognese, or pesto milk sauce as it's called in Denmark. And I can tell you what we had for dinner last night. We had coronation chicken. Now, if you're a Brit, you know what coronation chicken is. And my husband, he said to me, "Oh, are we having coronation chicken?" Because he had read on the internet that in the UK they're not filming Coronation Street at the moment. Now, if you know the UK, you already know Coronation Street, but it's this program that's been going on forever, and they've stopped filming it, of course, because of everybody being on lockdown. And I laughed. I said, no, we're just having it because, and it just brought up a funny memory for me, because when I used to work at the Court of Justice in Luxembourg. I was working there, and this was when I left home, like when I was 21. And every week, I'd phone my granny, and I learned quite quickly, like I'd phone my granny, have a good chat, and then sometimes I would phone my granny, and she'd be like, yes, no, yeah, got to go. And then I would phone my mum and say, gosh, Granny was really, short on the telephone today. And she'd be like, you didn't phone her during Coronation Street, did you? I was like, oh yeah, do not disturb people when they're watching Coronation Street. Anyway, okay, I'll stop talking about that now. Anyway, so that was basically my morning routine, and then I've made the bed. I pull back the covers when I jump out of bed, and then I make the bed when I'm finished. And the rest of my routine today, looking at my outfit for the next day, I do that when I put away laundry. So that will be done once I've done the last stage of my laundry. And any kind of cleaning in the house, like a wee bit of zone work or weekly home blessing hour. Probably today in the zone, because we're in zone 4, I'm probably going to wash my makeup brushes. You know, my makeup is in the top drawer there of my dresser, so that's probably what I'm going to do today. And I finished, I did a really good vacuum yesterday. I told you I was cleaning in between the radiator, and I did underneath the bed and all that. So that's me kind of good to go with that. My exercise today, yesterday I did a bike ride and a swim at the sea. Gosh, it was cold, just about freezing. And today I'll probably do a run, and if I don't do a run, it'll be a walk with the family around the block. And my self-preservation will be to do my nails, because my nails are a dreadful state. So no close-ups of the nails today. Right, let's also get on to our declutter of the day item. Now, I think we're on to number 27. If I've got the day wrong, I mean, hey-ho, we're under lockdown. I think we're on day 27. We're just looking for one item, and especially right now, if you're on lockdown, you may have a wee bit more time to actually have a look at your stuff. What are you using? What is important to you right now? Just to give you a wee example, and I'll show you what my items are for today first, and then I'll tell you something else. I've got a book about Sherlock Holmes. That is going, nobody's going to read that again. It's a nice book, somebody else will appreciate it. We're not going to read it again. And the other thing are some bracelets. Let me just grab them. Right, this is my wee kind of bracelet tree, which was growing and growing. This was actually, the stand was one that I got at a clothes swap party. And if you want to know about our clothes swap parties, I'll put a link up there. Anyway, I'm really into bracelets because I'm type 1-4 in the Dressing Your Truth system. And I like to keep things quite kind of plain, but for a wee pop of colour, it's good to have some lipstick or nails. And you know, obviously right now I'm wearing a lot of sweaters because it's cold, but you know, usually I've got some kind of necklace. Anyway, I've got all these bracelets, and I was thinking, oh gosh, they're beginning to take over the place. Anyway, I've sorted them out this morning, and I've just kind of put them by colour. You know, I love me all the pearls and my gold ones, and the ones that I use for more specific things. Anyway, I've found a couple to go. They're good to go. Just a couple there, but that's the thing, especially right now, especially when you're on lockdown, when you're hopefully you're getting dressed to shoes every day, not just walking around in your pajamas, because that's not going to help you at all. We're going to be looking at our stuff in a new way. To give you an example, hold on. Like right now, for my kind of self-preservation, you know, I love to read. And I've got a couple of books from the library at the moment. You know, we've got an online library. Let me see if I can just bring them up. But we've been watching some old DVDs, and this is the time to think that look through your DVD collection, look through your book collection. If you're not going to read them now, when you're on lockdown, you know, forced lockdown at home, when do you think you're going to have time to read them? You know, we have to kind of use these lockdown days as a way of reassessing what we've got. I mean, if you've got all these cookery books, and you know, if during lockdown you're not going to use them, when do you think you're going to use them? So use it as a kind of positive way to look at your stuff again. Am I going to use it? Am I going to wear it? Am I going to enjoy it? And also, it's really brought into focus for me, what is it that I really love? I love my music. I love seeing my friends. I love being outside. It's not it's not the things, you know, it's not the things that bring us joy. Anyway, let me just show you the wee books, they're not wee at all. The books that I've got from the online library at the moment. I've got, let me see if I can just show you. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's gone to let me see if I can show you the front page. Let me see, go back. It's an Ellie Griffiths one, and you know I love Ellie Griffiths, and it was actually a story that, oh, hold on. Let me see if I can quickly, it's not letting me bring up the first page because I am, anyway, it's Ellie Griffiths' A Stone Circle. So I started reading that last night. And the other thing that I've got, let me see, hold on, let me see if I can sort this out. Finally, okay, Ellie Griffiths' A Stone Circle, that's an ebook, and the other one is an audio book. It's a Sherlock Holmes things, funnily enough, with the other one that I just decluttered. The Adventure of the Peculiar Protocols by Nicholas Meyer. So that's something that I like, you know, I like to listen to audio books, and I like to listen to music because it kind of takes me out of everything else that's happening. It'll stop you being on your telephone or looking at the news, looking at the TV. And I just get my cordless headphones on, and you know, I can have my telephone in my pocket and be working in the garden, and it really makes the time fly. So if you're spending too much time looking at the news and checking the internet all the time, we need to take ourselves away from that. Take yourself out of the equation. You know, I'm not saying all the day. You've got to keep yourself informed, but you don't have to spend all day looking at you know, getting into the doom and gloom. We've really got to just keep moving forward. You know, one foot in front of the other. You've heard me saying it 3,000 million times before. Anyway, the other thing I'm going to get going today, I am going to be doing my grocery shop. If you haven't already implemented the Flylady's daily focus, you know, where we have like a set day for doing each thing, you might want to look at that now. It may be helpful for you to, you know, be planning your meals. You know, I'm planning that Tuesday is traditionally plan and play day, and we're not spending the whole day planning and playing, but just looking at what you've got in your pantry. What do you need to stock up on? Making your menu for the week, so that when you come to do your grocery shopping, and we're trying just to go once a week. We're not out for anything else, so that you've got that list, so that you're kind of prepared. So I'm going to be going to the grocery store now. I'm going early, so that, you know, it's the least amount of people who are there, and I'll be all kind of bundled up because it's cold, but you know, using the hand sanitizer at the store, and wear gloves if you want, and you know, taking measures when I come back into the house. So just think about that. If you haven't done the daily focus before, I've got videos on that. It's also on the Flylady refresher course that I had. It's just a way of having kind of a set purpose for every day, and especially right now where things are a bit crazy. It's like, what day of the week is it? Is it the weekend? Is it Tuesday? It just gives you a little plan so you can keep moving along, okay, instead of having that feeling where you're kind of stuck and don't know where to start. So on that note, I'm going to put this back, and I'll wash my makeup brushes when I come back from the grocery store, and that's about it. And tomorrow I'll check in with you to give you some ideas of pampering in the zone and garden work in the zone. Remember, I do everything by, I try and keep to the zones as far as possible, because it also gives me a plan for things. So anyway, live long and prosper. Let me just grab my tampons. There we are. Live long and prosper. May the Danish hood be with you. Beautiful sunshine again this morning, but it is chilly, below freezing again. And I shall see you very soon. Okay, oh, and I'll be on Instagram, so I'll see you there. Okay, rah, rah, rah.